Hey everybody, Ryan Geddes with you here. A lot of great news out of Japan about the Nintendo 3DS. We're here with our resident group of handheld gaming experts, Jack DeVries, Christine Steimer, and Sam Claiborne, to talk a little bit about the news and what it means. So let's kick things off with price. We found out that in Japan, the system's going to start out at about $300 US. What does that figure mean to you, Jack? What do you think?
Well, it's a little on the high side, and hopefully it's going to be less in America. The consoles do tend to be cheaper when they come to America, though not by much. Usually between like $20 to $50. So we're probably looking around $250, maybe even a little more for it, which is pretty high for a handheld. That's what the PSP launched at, and everybody scoffed when the PSP came out because it was so expensive.
But it wasn't in 3D.
That's true.
That's
I
right.
mean, we are talking a high price point. However, there's a lot of cool tech in the system. So, can you guys sort of tell me what you think is the coolest tech announcement out of Nintendo's Japanese press conference? Christine or Sam?
I know you're the nerdier one here.
Well,
so.
I was excited to hear a little bit about the operating system. Today we found out that there's a home button that can kind of take you out of the game. Mid-game, you can just press home and you can browse the internet. Or you can see how many footsteps you took in a day, which is kind of funny too, and see how many what games you've been playing and stuff like that. And then there's a whole new Wi-Fi mode, which is passive, which is kind of like what was the previous mode called?
Tag mode.
Tag mode, yeah. And you can keep your DS in your pocket and walk around and get a lot of information and even exchange Mii's that way.
So speaking of Mii's, there's this new functionality in the 3DS that uses Mii's widely. So who can tell me a little bit about what that is and how it works?
Yeah, well, I mean, one of the kind of cool new features of that is that you can really take a picture of your face and make your Mii based on the picture of your face. I'm not sure how well that's going to work since the Mii's are so basic. But yeah, I mean, you can trade with people. They're going to have like Mii plazas. It's going to be the whole kind of Wii setup, but portable and more easily traded across the people, which is kind of neat. It'd be fun to walk around and then open it up and see all the people that you walked by that had the 3DS as well.
But see, I think I would find that annoying. I don't want to know about all these strangers, and they're just clogging up my Mii homepage with all these little Mii's.
Well, hopefully there'll be a way to kind of manage that. There's a lot we still don't know about what the 3DS is capable of, how it'll work. Storage. We do know that it's going to use an SD card to do a lot more than we're able to do now with the DS. Sam, do you know a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so it's not using internal memory so much anymore. It's using SD cards exclusively. So it's going to ship with a 2 gig SD card, which is a lot of space for your DSiWare games, which, by the way, can be taken from your DSi to your 3DS now, which is kind of unprecedented for Nintendo to allow you to take something from another system to your current one. And you can upgrade your SD card and potentially have an infinite space. So.
Cool. Well, I mean, all this tech stuff is great, but it's really all about the games, right? So what game announcements really got you guys excited? Christine, what did you hear that really blew you away?
The virtual store was really cool. So now you'll be able to download old Game Boy Color games and Game Boy games, Game Boy Advanced.
No Game Boy Advance.
Oh no, I thought
they haven't announced that yet.
I thought somebody said that they confirmed it.
Bummer.
Nintendo. Anyways, I still think that's really cool because there are a lot of old games that I missed and I would like to download them again.
Jack, what about you?
I'm actually really excited about the third-party lineup. There's just like a huge support for it right off the bat, and
which is unprecedented in itself, right? For
getting third-party support for any sort of like launch is, especially Nintendo, which tends to like dominate with their first parties, is really unprecedented. So we could see a lot of like really good third-party support for this thing, and there are just some really interesting, kind of fun games at E3. I played a game where you kill dinosaurs. I want to play that.
I'm excited for the 3D makes, if you will. There's an Ocarina of Time remake, and we saw some new screenshots. Link looks really good. The Hyrule Field looks really cool, and I want to play it bad.
Saw Mario Kart 3D, like some
and all the 8-bit classics are going to be downloadable. Not all of them, but they're going to roll out some 8-bit classics in 3D.
Cool. Well, we know there's a lot more to come from Nintendo on the 3DS. We've just gotten a taste of what to expect so far, but thanks you guys for stopping by and giving your thoughts on the system. We'll have a lot more for you on the Nintendo 3DS as we hear more from Nintendo. Thanks a lot.